No eggs were harmed in the making of this video. Except for that one.
An egg outside the hen house. That's unusual.
Yes it is. I wonder if that's me?
Wait, it's moving.
It is! And is this my mom? She looks a little aggressive. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Egging On, the world's most excellent parkour game where I can't even make it past the first obstacle. The game had a little Easter playtest going on this past weekend, so I had to check it out. Playing as an egg. That's a new one. Like a marble game, you can roll around, but you won't quite go in a straight line, due to your oblong nature. You can also jump and flip yourself around, which is essential to complete our goal. Climb to the top of the hen house. I did not make it all the way up. I value my sanity a little bit too much for that, but boy did I have a great time bouncing and rolling around. So here we are all the way at the bottom, some basic jumps and obstacles to navigate. The game looks and sounds wonderful. Rays of light shine through between the gaps in the wood, the sound of your egg rolling along is satisfying, and you're surrounded by soothing ambient henhouse noises. To guide you through the experience is a generally polite and encouraging, although sometimes snarky, narrator.
Give the climb a go, Egg. Don't get me wrong, if this place feels like home, that's great. But you? I think you belong somewhere else.
Like, what is that supposed to mean? I belong in your omelet or something? There are some stamps hidden around that you can use to decorate your shell, though they will disappear once you've fully cracked, which I will be doing a lot of in the future. My first big jump and success. Ooh, a little too much success there. I'm starting to get the hang, but it'll always be a little weird playing as an egg. Jumping works in a funny way here. You jump way higher if you launch yourself off of the egg's tip or point or head or whatever. So the real challenge is lining yourself up correctly in sometimes tight and perilous spaces. Ultimately, I fall back to the start. Looks like my fun shell didn't help at all. And as I learned, you can also fall below the starting point, all the way back down to the ground.
Your shell just cracked. I can see your insides.
But no worries, I found a new stamp that says number 1 egg. Yes, I am. Back up and I'm still not having much luck, but then I noticed this ledge. Took me about 3 minutes to get to this point before, but what if a shortcut,
How?
Nice. Finally past the metal box and success. One more stamp for the road, wish list, which you can do for Egging On, and this way you'll be able to keep up to date with the game's news and any possible future playtests. I want to say that this next part with the seesaw and the narrow planks is where things get tricky. Now I know the game gets much harder, but at this point in time I just could not balance here for the life of me.
See the can over there? Looks like a shortcut. One precise jump and you'll be on the roof in no time. What do you think?
I'm not really one for risky shortcuts in a game like this.
I see. You want to do things your own way. I get that. Oof.
Thanks for the encouragement, though. Then, my first big crack.
No.
Kinda sad just seeing this little egg's guts all over the place like that. Something only the warm embrace of a mother could truly fix. So shortly after this point, my game crashed and I had to restart, although I pretty much didn't make any progress up to this point anyways. This time I turned on save points and I switched to keyboard and mouse, which I found to be a little easier to control. Now anytime I make a mistake, I can just roll up to the drone and hop in. I'm not clucking around this time. And just like that, I start making progress again. I have to say, I absolutely love games where you play as a small object or creature in a normal-sized world. Being able to use tin cans and boxes as platforming puzzles is just so cool to me and makes every inch of progress feel huge. Another save point is just up ahead, along with a curious net. It takes me an embarrassingly long time to realize that I'm supposed to use it as a trampoline, and even longer to perfect my jump across. Up, up, up. And then, am I really supposed to do this? Seriously? Alright, well, first try. Now, just a simple forward roll all the way up to the roof. Yeah, well, about that. Not sure what kind of tornado hit this place, but things are about to get janky. We've got this giant windmill, which is both rounded and not stationary, both things that aren't great for an egg like me. Being this high means bigger falls and a more scenic ride back up. I love this thing. So the key here is to stay still when the blades move and to move when they stop. Then across the roof over here, easy peasy, up this way, and one more big hop to the next checkpoint. I got on top of this can, which was fun, but didn't really know where to go from here, so back to the beginning, I guess. Turns out it was this way, followed by a jaunt across a wagon wheel, a few tires, onto the worst part of the game where the entire level violently shakes every 5 seconds. You can use this to your advantage if you're careful, but more often than not, I wasn't. Making it across this thing was bad enough, but as it turns out, there's a second floor. So this is where I checked out. I was trying to see if I could find some shortcut up to the next level, to no avail. However, I'm sure there are if you're skilled enough. And that's Egging On. There's no release date yet, but there's definitely a super fun game here for anyone looking for a challenge. The full game will have other levels like a workshop and a kitchen and who knows what else, so keep your eggs peeled for news and hopefully more playtest opportunities in the future. And I hope you all have an excellent day.